Okay, I think we are live. Hello, world! Merry Christmas! In this episode, we're going to talk about Christmas animated shorts. All the TV shows that used to air on TV all the time, plus a few new ones too. So, before we get to that, I got some birthdays I want to talk about. Sadly, there was a death this week, and the weekend box office update. So, let's start the show this week. Oh, wait, hold on. I have a special guest this week. My girlfriend, Sabrina.
Hello.
She helps with a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and sometimes she makes guest appearances. So, for the last 2 weeks, we've been watching these movies, and she really wanted to talk about them too. So, she's going to join us this week. So, let's start the show, shall we? Live from Niagara Falls, it's Mr. FLIXTER Show on Saturday night. Let's try that again. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. Hello, world! I'm Chris Maitini, aka Mr. FLIXTER. Mr. FLIXTER. Oh, where'd he go? Hold on. Oh, there we are. Yep. Hold on. I got it. Here we go. There we are. All right. Sorry about that. We got a little technical difficulty there, but we're here. We got some birthdays that we want to talk about. So, without further ado, let's share the screen. Oh, no. Oh, no, cancel. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Put myself in the corner. IMDb. Okay. The first birthday that we want to talk about is Andrew McCarthy. Uh-oh, not typing. Try that again. There it is. There's no picture. Okay, that's unfortunate. But as you can see here, he's going for Superman, Kingdom Planet of the Apes, Spider-Man No Way Home. Hold on. He's mainly animation department, visual effects. He was born November 29th, 1962 in Westfield, New Jersey. He's 63. Happy birthday, Andrew McCarthy. Let's take a look at some of the other things that he's done. Here we go. He was an animator for Superman, Planet of the Apes, like I said. Oh, Transformers, Rise of the Beast. The effects were pretty good in that. Spider-Man, Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Okay.
I didn't realize that.
Those movies are very CGI heavy. Detective Pikachu. I love the character designs in that. I didn't know that. That's why I love doing this, because it's fun to see, to look back and see what people have worked on.
Logan.
We got Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I didn't like that movie, but the effects are good. 2018. We got Logan from 2017. That movie is amazing. One of the best X-Men movies, easily. Let's see what else. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, what are the shows? That's cool.
Yeah, he was in what, 20 episodes of that?
Oh, no, he was an animator.
Oh.
But yeah, that's a lot of episodes to animate.
Mm-hmm.
And his first job was Slugterra. He was a junior animator. I've heard of that, but I've never watched it. Let's see about visual effects. He's got 19. He worked on Stranger Things. That's cool. Captain America, Brave New World. I didn't mention that. Carry On. You like that one, right?
I think so.
That was the one with the security guard in the airport. And there was the terrorist guy that had him on the earpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Oh, look at that. He worked on the new Haunted Mansion.
Oh, wow.
I like the character designs on that one. I mentioned Spider-Man. Oh, he worked on 2 Spider-Man films. That's cool.
Haunted Mansion, that was just funny.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, John Wick 3. I think the 3rd one's my favorite. What's your favorite John Wick movie?
I don't know. It's been so long since I've watched all of them.
Ooh, maybe we should do a John Wick episode.
That would be cool.
Oh, look at that. He worked Deadpool 2. Pre-visualization artist. Oh, that's cool. So he did like the concept art, I think that means.
3rd one was definitely by far the best.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the budget for that? It just came out. Like the actual budget, apparently it cost more than what people thought. It cost $537 million. It cost just as much as what Zootopia 2 made over the last weekend.
Oh my goodness.
But we'll get to the box
seriously?
office. Yeah. So that's a little bit about Andrew McCartney. So there's not a picture. Maybe I can get a picture of him. Hold on. Let's just copy this. Paste.
That's not even the right person. Andrew McCarthy. It's an H.
Oh, yeah. Oh, McCartney. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, when's his birthday? It doesn't say. Okay. So, my apologies. Let's try that again. Andrew. Oh, 2 C's. McCarthy, like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew McCarthy. Okay. Cool. So sorry about that, folks. Let's just see. Hold on.
That's him now.
Well, hold on. I want to make sure I got the right guy. Okay, well, hold on. Let's see. There's this one. There's no validation for yourself. Oh, okay. Let's just type the name in. Oh, I want to make sure I get the right person. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Andrew McCarthy. Cool. I'm glad you noticed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We need to fix our mistakes. Well, my mistake. You didn't do anything. So, oh, you could give me this one.
I think so.
Actor, director, producer. Okay. So hold on.
I can't see the face.
Well, that's his face.
Yeah, okay.
That's him. Okay. So yeah, this guy's an actor. Here we go. Happy birthday, Andrew McCarthy. Not me. All right. So let's take a look.
No wonder I was sitting there confused about some of the movies and
Here we go. Yeah.
there wasn't movies that should have been there. And
See that? Confirmed.
yes.
This is New York, but still, we got the same day. Hey, I'm 5'9" too. We're the same height.
Yes, you are.
You could have said that
Mm-hmm.
You could have said that on here.
Oh, I thought I heard that.
All right, so let's just look at the acting credits. There's a lot of those. Blacklist I've heard of, but I've never seen it. Oh, he's only in one episode anyways. All right. The Resident, he was in 26 episodes. Wow, 2022 to 2023. Good Girls I've heard of, but I haven't seen it. 7 episodes. Oh, I did watch 13 Reasons Why. That's a really good show. He's in one episode of that. Let's see, what else? Christmas Dance. Have you seen that one?
No.
2012? Okay.
No, I might have to look into that one.
Oh. What else do we have here? Camp Hell, 2010. Gossip Girl. One episode in 2009. Okay. Lipstick Jungle. I remember that. He was in 20 episodes. Wow. 2008 to 2009.
He was in Law and Order: Criminal Intent for one episode.
That's cool. And the Spider-Man Chronicles. That's a good one. 2008. Let's see. What else? Kingdom Hospital for 13 episodes. 2004. Monk. That's a good show. He was in one episode. 2003. And The Twilight Zone. How about that? One episode. 2003.
Law and Order.
Another Law and Order, yeah. Secret Life of Zoe. That sounds familiar. 2002. Another Law and Order.
SVU.
Yeah.
For one episode. I like that one.
That's a good one. I think SVU is one of the best ones.
I think so.
That's the one that had Ice-T. A Christmas Tree, 1996. Escape Clause, 1996. A lot of Christmas movies.
Okay, but I can't read quite that fast.
Okay, sorry. The Joy Luck Club was 1993.
Tales from the Crypt for one episode.
Yeah, 91.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, 89. Mannequin, 87.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't thought about that movie in a long time. Pretty in Pink, 86.
St. Elmo's Fire.
I was just going to say that. Yep.
That's a good movie.
85.
I haven't seen that in decades.
Classic.
Oh, absolutely.
His first movie was Class from 1983. Okay. So, again, sorry about the confusion, but now here we are celebrating the right person. One more picture.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Andrew McCarthy.
Definitely a big happy birthday to Andrew McCarthy. I've grown up watching his movies.
That's awesome. Okay, so the next birthday is Bette Midler. Uh-oh. There we go. Bette Midler. Obviously, she was in Hocus Pocus, but she was in a ton of other stuff before that and after. She was never for
Mm-hmm.
Here she is. I think she's aged pretty well.
Oh, she looks great for her age.
She was born December 1st, 1945. It's her 80th birthday. Can you believe it?
You look great for 80 years old.
She was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. I didn't know that until you found that out. That's cool.
I wish I looked. I hope I looked that good when I turned 80.
So let's see. There she is. There's Winnie, but we'll get to that. Down. There we go. Writer, producer. Let's just look at the acting. Only 63 credits. I thought she would have more.
Yeah, me too.
So her newest one is The Fabulous Four in 2004. I don't think I've seen that. Then there's the dreadful Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, so bad. We got Addams Family 2. I didn't see that one, but she was the grandma apparently in 2021. Yeah, I can see that. There's the first Addams Family, 2019.
She played the grandma.
Yeah, I didn't watch the animated ones though.
No.
She was in Parental Guidance in 2012. I think that had Billy Crystal. Let's see what else. Oh, Cats and Dogs. That's right. Kitty Galore. She was the villain. 2010. That's a cute one. I like that one. The first one's better, but they're both really cute.
The Stepford Wives.
Yeah, you love that one.
I do. That's one of my favorite movies.
2004.
What Women Want.
Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot she was in that. 2000.
Yeah, she's the psychiatrist.
Drowning Mona. 2000. That's a good one. That's like a dark comedy. Yeah, those look like concerts. Oh, no, music videos. Yeah. Oh, too far. Too fast. I didn't mean to do that. She was in The Nanny for one episode. I didn't know that. 96. That's cool.
First Wives Club. That was a good one.
Yeah, 1996. Get Shorty's another good one. 95. She also has a really funny cameo in The Simpsons. Remember that? Krusty's trying
Yep.
to make a comeback.
She's a phenomenal actress.
And they drew her really well in that. Looks just like her. She was in Seinfeld. I forgot about that for an episode. Gypsy. She played Mama Rose. Oh, I didn't know that. I love Gypsy. It's a good musical. 93.
Hocus Pocus.
There it is. Oh, there's The Simpsons too right there.
Yeah.
93 for both. That's hilarious. And I had a feeling we're getting close. What else do we have here?
Slow down.
Sorry.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
It's probably one of her most famous songs, I think. 89.
I think so.
Beaches. A classic movie.
Yeah.
88.
That was sad.
That was. Oh, I forgot she was in Oliver and Company. That's a cute one. 88. That's what I hope they never do a live action remake of. It's all going to be like CGI animals anyways.
Outrageous Fortune. Have you seen that one?
No, I'm not familiar. 87.
You gotta see that. That one's funny.
Okay, no, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, that's funny. Ruthless People.
Ruthless People. That's hilarious.
That's a good one.
Down and Out in Beverly Hills. That's a good one. I remember that one. My mom was a fan of Bette Midler. Sorry.
I don't know any of the other ones.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with these, but her first movie, it looks like, was Hawaii, ironically.
And
she's
that
not credited, though, so hold on. Her first credited role was The Thorn, 71. But yeah, Hawaii, that's funny.
It would be appropriate being that she's from Hawaii.
She was born there. Yeah, that's amazing.
I wonder how old she was when she moved away from Hawaii to... I'm assuming she's in California now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Totally. So happy birthday, Bette Midler.
Well respected.
She's a living legend.
And she looks incredible for her age. My goodness.
If you haven't seen any of those movies we mentioned, I encourage you, please do watch them.
You too.
Yeah,
check out Outrageous Fortune.
Outrageous Fortune. We'll have to watch that together.
It is such a laugh.
So our next birthday is Marissa Tomei. Oh, I was just about to click it and it disappeared on me. Here you go. My cousin Vinny, yeah. She's also in the more recent Spider-Man movies. We'll get to that. Here she is. She also looks good for her age. She was born December 4th, 1964. She's 61. She was born in Brooklyn, New York. Happy birthday, Marissa Tomei. That's another one that you just kind of grow up watching. Let's see her body of work. Okay. 99 credits. Can you believe that? Wow. Holy crap.
How is it she's got more acting credits than Bette Midler, who's a classic?
I know, eh? Well, just goes to show it doesn't matter how many movies you've been in. It's the impression you leave in that movie. You know what I mean? Especially Hocus Pocus. I can't imagine anyone else being Winnie in Hocus Pocus.
But she was in so many amazing movies.
So many.
It's hard to pick just one favorite.
There
must have been 10 on her that I'd say, oh, I love that movie. I love that movie.
yeah, exactly. But as for Marissa Tomei, her most recent movie, it looks like, was Brothers. I haven't heard of that before. But she's not credited. But it was 2004. She's still in it. Then there was High Tide in 2024, last year. And these ones I'm not so familiar with. What else is here? There's Spider-Man No Way Home, 2021. That was so sad, but I don't want to ruin it for people. Nick and I saw that opening day. We loved it. It was packed. We couldn't believe how many people were there. We saw it in St. Catharines.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what else is here. We got Spider-Man Far From Home, 2019. She played the MA. That's right. She was in Endgame. She's only got like a bit part in that one, though. Also 2019. Let's see. Oh, she's in the first Purge. I didn't know that.
She was in The Handmaid's Tale for an episode?
Oh, hey, how about that? 2018.
Wow.
I forgot about that. Oh. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Spider-Man Homecoming, 2017. And Civil War, that's right, 2016. That was the first introduction of Spider-Man in the MCU. Love the Coopers, 2015.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Okay. That's pretty funny. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I keep missing the little arrow and clicking the scroll bar. Here we go. See, like that.
Well, stop it.
Okay. I'm just going to use this instead. Let's go back up a bit. Okay, train wreck. That's the last one I said. See, it jumps. Okay.
I need to jump off screen for a minute. I need to take my medications.
Sure. Which is also in that Parental Guidance movie in 2012. Ides of March in 2011. Crazy Stupid Love was really good. 2011. It's like a romantic comedy. I think you'd like it. It's got Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone. Such a good film. She's in The Lincoln Lawyer, 2011. That had Matthew McConaughey. Let's see. Oh, hi, buddy.
Do you need to go pee-pees?
She was in Wild Hogs with Tim Allen. That was funny.
Do you need to go outside, Jackson?
Hi, buddy. That was in 2007. Oh, she was in Rescue Me. That's right. The 4 episodes. I love that show. 2006. Thank you.
No,
she was in Alfie with Jude Law in 2004.
That was 19 because I like Jude Law too.
And then she was in Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. I love that movie.
I've never seen it, but it sounds good.
It's so good. I covered it when I did my Adam Sandler episode. So if you're interested, it's on my channel.
I'd rather watch it.
That was more for the audience. She's in Wild Thornberrys. That's right, 2002. What else is here? Someone Like You in 2001. She's also in What Women Want. That's right.
That was a great movie.
2000. That one's really funny.
Yeah, it is.
Hilarious. One of Mel Gibson's best roles outside of like Lethal Weapon and The Patriot. Slums of Beverly Hills, 1998. Since You've Been Gone, 1998. She was in an episode of Seinfeld in 96. That's cool. What else is here? Chaplin in 1992. That's a good one. There it is. My Cousin Vinny, 1992. She's an Oscar. That was a really good one. That's got Sylvester Stallone. But it was a different kind of role for her at the time. It was more of a comedy, not an action movie. That was 1991. So let's see what else is here. Her first movie was called The Flamingo Kid back in 1984. How about that? Let's get her picture up one more time. Happy birthday, Marissa Tomei.
Happy birthday, Marissa Tomei.
So that's the last of the birthdays. Actually, no, sorry. Correction. There's one more birthday. I thought there's one more. The last birthday is Daryl Hannah. This one's going to be easy to recognize, just like the other 3 women, 2 women. Daryl Hannah, there she is. I remember watching her in Splash. That was a mermaid one, right? There she is. She was born December 3rd, 1960 in Chicago, Illinois. She turned 65 this year. Happy birthday, Daryl Hannah.
Another one that looks great for her age.
Absolutely.
How come her and Bette Midler look better than I do? And they're that much older than I am. What are you ladies doing right? More like, what am I doing wrong?
Must be something in the water in California.
Maybe.
Wait, where Where is... Oh, okay. Credits. There we go. 102 credits.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Watch how much.
Okay, so her most recent movie is Buckle Up in 2023. So let's see what else is here. Is this good speed for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know any of these movies.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with these ones. But I'm sure she's great. Yeah, she's a great actress.
Hawaii Five-0.
Oh, that's the remake series.
Oh.
2 episodes, though, so that's cool. They tried remaking a lot of those shows back in the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
Like Magnum P.I. was another one. And the guy didn't even have a mustache. What's wrong with this picture?
They gotta stop remaking movies. Leave classic ones alone.
Nobody has any original ideas.
Nope.
Well, some people do, but it's hard to break into Hollywood. Just to get your film into a film festival alone is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then if a studio picks you up for distribution, then you're in the money. I haven't heard of a lot of these.
No.
Hearts of War sounds familiar. 2007. I know she was in. There it is. Kill Bill. The Whole Bloody Affair. Did you hear about that? They combined the 2 movies together.
Oh no.
For like one long version of it, kind of like what they did for Lord of the Rings. So that'd be cool, but it'd be like a 4-hour movie. So Kill Bill Volume 2 was 2004, and the first one was the year before. She's great in those 2. She was in Frasier. That was the original.
One episode?
Yeah.
Is that was the original?
It says 2002, so that might have been her episode, but that was probably the original series, yeah.
A lot to remember.
Jack and the Beanstalk for 2 episodes. Okay, sure. Cowboy Up. That sounds like a different kind of movie. Hide and Seek. Oh, that's a video. Hold up. Okay. Not what I thought. Oh, she was in the My Favorite Martian movie.
Oh wow.
1999. That was one with Christopher Lloyd and Jeff Daniels. Rear Window is a good movie. 98. Now we're getting to the stuff we know. The older movies. Adam's Family Reunion. Not Adam Sandler. 1998. Let's see. What else? Oh, that's right. She's in Grumpier Old Men. 1995.
That was movies, a good movie.
Both of those are hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
Those ones too. It's hard to pick which one's better because they're both so good.
Yeah.
See, there's the original.
Yeah.
1993, and then
love those movies.
Little Rascals. I forgot about that. 1994. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. 1993. Classic.
Oh my goodness, that makes me feel old.
You remember that one?
I do.
Steel Magnolias. 1989.
That was a good movie. Again, very sad.
Very sad. So depressing. Wall Street. That's right. 87. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Roxanne. 87. I think that one had Steve Martin.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Flash. There it is.
Plan of the Cave Bear.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Where's that one?
Oh, I just went past it. Okay, hold on. 86. That's a good one?
I don't know.
Oh, it just caught your eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I do that too. If I don't know it, but it catches my eye, I'll just point it out.
Splash.
84. My sister loved that movie.
Me, I think that was, for me anyway, the breakthrough role that got my attention.
Mm-hmm. But my sister and I would swim in the ocean pretending to be mermaids. Or the pool, like wherever we swam, we just pretended to be mermaids. Same with when The Little Mermaid came out, the animated one. Blade Runner, 82. That's the one I was telling you about with Harrison Ford.
Paper Dolls,
82. Her first role was The Fury from 78. So yeah. Fortunately,
I was only 4 years old when The Fury came out.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I don't know more of these movies, but She has a huge, huge resume.
She does.
I didn't realize she was in so many movies. Here we go. We'll get this picture going one more time. Happy birthday, Daryl Hannah.
He really can speak, honestly.
Ooh.
You okay?
Yep, I'm guessing. Okay. Now, sadly, I have a death to report. This guy was part of my childhood, so bear with me. I'm going to try and say his name. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa. Nailed it. Now, spelling it, that's a whole different matter. Oh, here it is. I don't have to spell it. This guy was a huge part of my childhood. I'm so sad that he's gone. I heard that, and then I knew I had to mention it this week. Here he is. You might not know his name, but you might recognize his face from Mortal Kombat. I might actually tear up. Composure.
You got this.
Okay, wait, I need the pictures though. Okay. He passed away on December 4th, 2025, in Santa Barbara, California, at the age of 75 due to complications of a stroke. Oh. And it looks like he was born September 27th, 1950, in Higashiyazabi, Tokyo. I'm going to try that again. Higashiyazabi. One more time. Higashiyazabi. Yeah. Higashiyazabi. Yeah, nailed it. Tokyo. And then he died. Oh, I said that. Okay.
You've covered all that now.
Thank you. I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Thank you again, Sabrina, for making those notes for me.
Have the bookmark back.
No. Where's the bookmark?
You lost it.
Uh-oh.
Is that there?
No, was it this?
No, but it'll work.
Okay, cool. So let's just go over his body of work, shall we? A little further. Shane Sloan will get you 144 acting credits. I didn't realize it was so many. Well, that's the record for tonight's episode. Out of the ones we looked at so far. His most recent show was The Blue Samurai from 2023 for 6 episodes. That's cool. He was in NCIS Los Angeles for 2001. He was in Star Wars Visions. That's right. As a voice actor. He's got one of the recognizable voices. And he even started in the latest Mortal Kombat video game in 2020. That's cool. Talk about honoring time-honored tradition, eh? He was even in Aftermath. That's just these are
wow.
DSLs. He was in DuckTales. He played Nikita apparently for one episode. What were you wowing?
DuckTales.
Woo! Everyone knows that song. Man in the High Castle. That was a good show. 30 episodes.
Lost in Space.
Yeah. That was the Netflix show for 5 episodes. He was in the Ninja Turtle show in 2017. That's right. He played Sumu Kuma. Okay, I forgot about that. Star Wars Rebels. That's right. 2 episodes in 2017. Kubo and the Two Strains. That's a good movie. 2016. It's like a claymation. It's about a boy that has like a magical guitar. And he fights like demons and monsters with it. Grimm. That was a good show for 1 episode. He was in a lot of Mortal Kombat games. The Librarians. That's a good show. 1 episode in 2014.
The Man with the Iron Fists.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That was The sequel came out in 2015. We'll get to the original.
Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf, they remade it.
Oh.
It was a show on.
Oh, why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know. But it wasn't even like a comedy show. They tried to make a dramatic interpretation of it. Yeah, I know. It's dumb. I didn't even watch it.
They did.
So yeah. He was in it though.
47 Ronin.
47 Ronin's a good movie. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Another Mortal Kombat. He was also in the Hawaii 5-0 remake.
Yeah, 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's cool. He was in Tekken. That was a good movie, yeah. Robin Hood in the Bayous. It was a short film. He was a pirate. That's cool. That's a lot too when they take a break from the movies and the shows to do little like short films or independent films. He was in Heroes. I stopped watching that after a while though. Balls of Fury is a good movie. 2007. Teen Titans, Trouble in Tokyo, 2006. Memoirs of a Geisha is really good, 2005. Let's see, what else? Elektra, I forgot she was in that. Terrible film, though. 2005.
Hawaii. And that with that medal as well.
Yeah, that's right, Hawaii. Actually, no, this might be different because that was her first thing. This was 2004.
Remake again.
Yep. He was in Planet of the Apes. That was the Tim Burton version. Pearl Harbor. A lot of people hate that one, but I thought it was pretty good. If you like war movies.
Texas Ranger.
Wow, for one episode in 2000.
Wow.
The Art of War. That's a good one too. Wesley Snipes. 2000. Johnny Tsunami. He was Johnny Tsunami. 1999. Let's see, what else stands out?
Poltergeist Legacy?
Yeah, they tried doing a Poltergeist show, 1998. One episode. Vampires. Is this a John Carpenter movie? Hold on. I'll just pull it up. It is. Yeah, John Carpenter. That's a good movie. I forgot he was in that. Why'd you take me all the way down? You saw that, eh? It just went right to the bottom for some reason. Okay, here we go. A little further down. We were like that 2000, were we? Yeah. Okay. Now we're in the 90s. Poltergeist Legacy. There it is. Vampires. There it is. Cool. Stargate SG-1's a pretty good show. That was the first Stargate show. 97.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, I forgot he was in an episode of that.
Nash Bridges.
Nash Bridges, yeah, 96. 15 episodes.
Sybil.
Sybil was a good show. Sitcom. 96 for one episode. He was in The Phantom. 1996. Billy Zane played a superhero in that one.
Oh, okay. Babylon 5.
Yeah. He was in one episode in 1995. There it is. Mortal Kombat. 1995. Your soul is mine. My brothers and I would quote that movie so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, a huge part of my childhood. We watched that all the time. After it came out, holy crap! My brother even took us to see that in theaters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great experience. Ricky, yeah. And every time I was that annoying kid, every time I saw a character, I shouted out who that character was. I was just so excited.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because we had played the games a lot before that. Yeah, I love Mortal Kombat. I could do a whole show about Mortal Kombat. There's supposed to be a new Mortal Kombat coming out next year too, so there's 4 Mortal Kombat movies.
I have to see how that one is.
The first one wasn't very good. But I talk about that in my worst of 2021 videos, or maybe it was my worst of 2020. So that's on my channel if you want to watch it. I talk about
this one
Mortal Kombat.
This new one coming out, they may dedicate to him.
Maybe.
Because without him, there wouldn't have been a Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I don't like the new guy they have, Shang Tsung, though. So let's see what else. He was in the original Baywatch. Wow, 92 for one episode. How about that? I wouldn't think Baywatch, but I thought of him. Kickboxer 2, 1991. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, how about that? That'd be the original show. 1989. Can you believe it?
One episode.
Can you believe that show came out in 89? And they're still making Mission Impossible movies.
License to Kill.
License to Kill, Bond, 89. Moonlighting.
One episode.
One episode. That was Bruce Willis,
What year
wasn't
was
it?
That? Yes.
89. For one episode. Moonlighting? Yeah, 89.
Knots Landing.
Oh.
Miami Vice.
He was in Miami Vice. How about that?
Twins.
2 episodes. Twins. Oh. He's just credited as Oriental Man. That's kind of funny. Somewhat racist, but hey. 88 was a different time.
The Last Emperor.
The Last Emperor, yeah. 87.
Star Trek The Next Generation.
That's right, for one episode. Bulletproof.
Oh my goodness.
MacGyver for one episode. I had no idea. Big Trouble in Little China. That's right. He's uncredited in that one. Oh, he's just an extra. Huh.
And that was when? What year?
86. So his first actual speaking role was Armed Response from 1986. How about that? So I'm sad to see you go. It's hard for me to keep my composure, but I'll be okay. May you rest in peace, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa.
Rest in peace. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name.
Yeah, sorry for butchering that. So let's just have a moment of silence. Thank you. So let's go back to me. Here I am. Oh, wait. Here I am. Here she is. So now let's talk about the weekend box office. In the weekend box office update. Ooh, I almost screwed that up. Share screen. There we go. I caught myself that time. So yeah, let's go. All right, so let's do weekends. So last week was the 28th to the 30th. Can you believe we're in December?
We're almost halfway through December.
Well, it's the 6th. I wouldn't say that.
No, yeah,
halfway.
okay.
It's first week. But still, it's December already. This year went by so fast. 2025 was almost over, dear. Can you believe it?
I know.
It's crazy.
It is. What's even crazier is the fact that we've been living together now for a year.
So at number 1 last week, no surprise, Zootopia 2. It made $100 million, $100.2 million. Oh, no wonder. It's got 4,000 screens. Wow. So it's the first week for that. I had a feeling that was going to come out and just crush it. So at number 2, we have Wicked for Good. It made $61.7 million. It dropped 58%. Wow. I did go out and see that one. I enjoyed it, but I was thinking of doing a video about that in January once it gets streaming. So I'll get into that one a bit later. I got issues with it, but still doing pretty good. $269.2 million so far. And then third place, holding on strong, is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That one's doing a lot better than I thought it would. It made another $6.9 million. It didn't even drop that much, but it's only made 49.6 so far. So it's got a while to catch up to those two. I don't think it will.
I don't think so.
But I'm going to call it now. I think Zootopia 2 is going to be a $1 billion movie. I think it's going to do better than Inside Out 2 last year. That's my prediction.
Nice. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. They dropped 22%, but they didn't drop as much as Wicked for Good.
That's true. And that says a lot too, because they're not in as many theaters. This one Just think about that. About
Yeah.
2,000 theaters, roughly. Because it dropped, right? Actually, no, I
Mhm.
think this is the number now. So I don't know the number last week. So scratch that 2,000 thing. But still, this one had less theaters and less of a drop. That's a good observation. Thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
That's why I like looking at these charts. It's fun to look at the numbers sometimes. Predator Badlands is number 4. It was at 3 last week. Another 4.8 million, respectively. See another drop. Not too bad. That's what you want to see, like 20 to 30% drops.
I see at least 3 of them that are really bad drops.
Yeah. $85 million. All right, so Disney's doing pretty good this year. Number 5, we have The Running Man dropping a spot. This is the new Edgar Wright movie. It's got $3.7 million so far. 35% drop. Still not too bad. But it's only made $34.2 million so far. It's been out for 3 weeks. So I thought that one would do a lot better. Edgar Wright's a pretty popular director. And the guy in it, I forget his name, but he was in The Hitman. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
Oh, Glenn something. Yeah, that guy. Anyway.
Sorry if we insulted you, that guy.
Glenn Powell. Aha, I got it. We got there. Glenn Powell. Sorry, Glenn Powell. You are that guy. Number 6 is Eternity. It got $3.1 million. It made 5.2 so far. It's been out for 1 week. Not bad.
Rental Family.
Rental Family. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see.
I don't know, but it sounds good. Good, Tokyo. That's funny.
Well, that is funny. Huh? Okay. Can you look up who's in that? Rental Family. It's doing well. It made 3.1 so far. It's got 5.2 overall for A24. That means usually they have like independent films. So good for them. Rental Family. Oh, I was looking at the wrong numbers. Rental Family made 2.1. And it's got $7.4 million. Still, Searchlight Pictures. It's an independent film. Then we have Hamnet. There's a lot of buzz about this one.
Oh, Brendan Fraser's in it.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's going to be on my watch list now. That's cool. So yeah, that's the new Brendan Fraser movie. Wow.
Yeah, definitely gotta watch.
Yeah, totally.
Sorry, I'm a big Brendan Fraser fan.
No worries. Hamnet made $1.3 million for the first week. Number 9 is Sisu, The Road to Revenge, the sequel. It was at number 6 last week. It dropped 3 spots. This is one you were talking about. 67.9% drop. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
It made 773,000, but it's made 4 million so far. So it's only been out for 2 weeks. Don't think that one's going to make its money back, unfortunately. Number 10 is Nuremberg. Nuremberg. Okay, we got there. I can't read tonight. 763,000.
Either, apparently.
No. So that one made $12.5 million so far. That's pretty good.
Excuse him, he hasn't had enough coffee today.
So rounding out the honorable mentions, the bottom 15. Sentimental Value made
71%.
Yeah. Sentimental Value made 489.4. I don't know where I got 7 from. It's got 2.3 million. Neon Studios, that's another independent distributor.
Okay.
Then we got Regretting You, made 450,000. I'm not sure if you heard her, but she said it 71.5% drop. Wow.
That's bad.
That's bad, but it has got 700 screens. So, whoa. It's not even in very many theaters anymore. I wouldn't even consider that wide release. Wide release is like 1,000 theaters.
Yeah. That was a significant drop, though.
Significant for Paramount.
So is Black Phone too.
Yeah. We'll get there. This one made $48.5 million. Then we have Sarah's Oil. 394,000, 50.8% drop. That's also not good. Oh, that's an Amazon movie. Okay. Sometimes they release them out in theaters so they can qualify for awards.
Yeah.
Netflix does it too. $11.1 million. I'm not bitter about Frankenstein. No. 15, we got Black Phone 2 holding on strong. It was at number 9 last week. Made another 352,000, but it did drop 66.4.
So you told you're not caffeinated enough.
You still love me, right?
Of course I do.
$77 million. So I think this is doing pretty good. It's been out for 7 weeks, so this is pretty much on its way out. It's in less than 500 theaters. All right, so let's check out the international box office real quick. This one doesn't change that much. Actually, it's worldwide. This is the one that we look at. Yeah. I'm just curious. Yeah, it did make the list. Zootopia 2 is done halfway through the top 10.
Yeah.
In the first week it released. So, yeah. Holy crap. It's made $672.4 million so far. That was just the first weekend. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with my prediction. I think this is going to it might make $1 billion next week.
Yeah, but we thought that about what was the name of that movie? Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft.
We really thought it was gonna break $1 billion, and it came close, but not quite.
Yeah, but it didn't have numbers like this when it came out, when I covered it back in March.
Whenever it was, it came out.
Yeah, watch my Minecraft episode.
Speaking of Minecraft,
I talk about other video game adaptations too. Yeah, but it's getting closer. It's got $957.9 million. So come on, Minecraft, you can do it. I don't know if you're still in theaters. Maybe you're in theaters somewhere. I know you're not in theaters in Canada anymore. But let's see. Is there any other changes to the list? We got How to Train Dragon still, $636 million. I'm really not doing good with these numbers.
No, you're not. Maybe you should call it quits now.
So some new additions. We got The Conjuring, Last Rites, which I think that was there, but it's a little bit higher this week. $494.2 million. And then Wicked for Good actually got in between the two Marvel movies. You know how they were always paired together?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 413. I don't think this one's going to be $1 billion movie. The first one wasn't, as far as I go. Can you look that up real quick? The first Wicked? I don't
have to.
I don't think it was $1 billion movie. Yes, please. So that wraps up the weekend box office update. Let's go back to us.
What did you want to know?
Wicked. Did it make the first Wicked make $1 billion? There we go. All right, let's see. Is there any comments? No comments. That's cool. So let's get to the main event, shall we? This week's episode is all about Christmas animated shorts. All those specials that air on TV every year that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really Christmas until you watch these ones. We even had some new inclusions on this list. Some of them we hadn't seen before. And now we think that they're going to be annual rewatches because we love them so much. So this is really going to be a ranking episode. It's going to be kind of like a timeline. I'm going to start at the beginning and then, like from the first one, like the earliest date, and then all the way up to present day. We have a little co-host this week. I don't know if you noticed him there. We got Frosty the Snowman with his corn cob. Well, he doesn't have his pipe, but he's got his coal eyes and his carrot for the nose. Actually, I think it's the button nose in the song, but hey, that's Frosty. He's our Frosty. Let's see. Okay, according to this, no, Wicked made $758.7 million. So yeah, the first one wasn't $1 billion movie. I don't think the second one's going to be insane. Like, it didn't have the same, like Minecraft. It didn't have the same numbers that it did that opening weekend in Zootopia 2. But yeah, let's start going about these movies. Well, it's TV shows. They're more like shows, short films, whatever you want to call them. The first one on the list, I had to make sure I'm in the right notebook, is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So let's share the screen. Put ours in the corner.
I shall return. Each call second.
Okay. Here it is. Let's get that poster up. Ain't he cute? This came out in 1964. It was directed by Larry Romer, written by Romeo Muller, Robert May, and Johnny Marks. This really is what put Rankin Bass on the map. Let's just take a look at some of these puppets. Because these character designs are incredible. Truly one of a kind. This is the whole art style. Oh, that's Burl Ives. Yeah, he played the snowman. We'll start with here. We got Santa, we have the snowman. Of course, we have Yukon Cornelius. We have Hermie, the elf that wants to be a dentist. We got Rudolph. We got the Bumble, aka the Abominable Snowman. I always loved how his eyes were two different directions. This is what I used for the collage, for the thumbnail for this movie. I mean, for this episode. There it is, the Island of Misfit Toys. I gotta say, the spotted elephant's gotta be my favorite, but I don't know why he's even on the island, because I would love a spotted elephant. Are you kidding me? Heck yeah. That classic scene. Pretty amazing, too, considering, if you think of the lyrics of the song, all that stuff, like Yukon Cornelius, Hermie, the thing with the Abominable Snowman, the Island of Misfit Toys, none of that stuff was in that song. Yet they crafted this huge, epic adventure for Rudolph that goes through different beats. You know, they touch on different parts of the song as it goes along. And then it gets to that thrilling climax. So let's just go back. Here's the synopsis. Mentioned this before. Sorry, I got ahead of myself there. A young reindeer. A young reindeer. Now that voice, yeah. Yeah, screw it. A young reindeer, Rudolph, lives at the North Pole. His father is one of Santa's reindeer, and it is expected that Rudolph will eventually be one too. However, he has a feature, which is a setback, and causes him to be ostracized. His red nose. Most people are pretty familiar with the song, I feel. But there's a lot of other really great songs in this. Like the Misfit song. Then there's the Island of Misfit Toy song. I put a few clips. I put a clip of that one song in my commercial for this episode. So if you're interested, by all means, check out the commercial. So yeah, this movie is just all around. It's charming. It's adorable. It's got great themes about like not being afraid of being comfortable in your own skin and friendship. And when it comes to animated movies, this is more epic than most of the other ones too. The sense of scale of this is enormous. Rudolph is a very sympathetic character too, because I think most people, they deal with being bullied in their lifetime. So it's got good positive messages too about how you can kind of deal with that and kind of take it all in stride. Kind of have a thick skin, so to speak. Same thing with Hermie's story about wanting to be a dentist. It was his passion and he wanted to follow his dreams, and that's a beautiful thing. And then, of course, Yukon Cornelius is going after the treasure. Although I don't think he ever does find his treasure in the movie, like, unless you count friendship being the treasure that he was looking for, kind of like a metaphor kind of idea. So that's kind of like one way that I interpreted it. But yeah, it is really cool seeing this song, the little like 2-3 minute song being brought to life. And even when they don't outright sing the song, like that's the thing too, they kind of pace it out so that they'll quote 1 or 2 lyrics and they make a scene out of that. Like how when Rudolph's being made fun of and bullied and things like that, like early on in the song. And then it's the same thing toward the end when Rudolph has to guide the sleigh through the fog. The way they depict the scenes that we know is really interesting, the way that they did it when it comes to like the framing or the character design and the music. Let's just go back to these pictures. Even the way they designed Santa, it's so unique. There's another Santa movie we'll talk about, but we'll get there. So, is there anything you wanted to say about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Other than it's a classic, but I'm sure you've already covered that.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
That's a must-have at Christmas.
Right now, I'm just showing off some of the character designs, even the way they did Rudolph. I think most people, when they think of Rudolph, they think of how this character looks too, because it's just kind of become the definitive version of Rudolph.
Yeah.
Even when he grows up later on.
Even down to back in my day, Santa Claus had a very descriptive
theories. Like there's Rudolph when he's an adult now, but yeah, very unique, very like
the white bushy beard with the mustache, the bushy eyebrows. Although usually he had a Santa hat on.
Usually, not in this scene, but
no.
This is during that storm, I think, toward the end. But one thing I was talking about when you came in was how I like how they paced it out. So they make you wait for it. They don't just sing the whole song. They'll say like a lyric or two, and then they'll base a scene around that moment, like when he's getting made fun of.
Absolutely.
And then later on, they have the scene, like just seeing some of these scenes, how they depict them is really cool. They really do a good job of bringing the song to life. And then they add all that other stuff onto it, like Yukon Cornelius, Hermie.
Even Hermie.
The Misfit Toys.
His design, his character design.
He is so adorable. Let's just take a look at him. Look at that face.
I love Hermie.
And his voice matches it perfectly. I love when they sing that Misfit song together. That's one of the better ones, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But what's your favorite song in this movie? I think mine is the Misfit Toys song.
I like that one, but I have to go with the classic.
Yeah. Okay.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, it's funny how they don't even sing it till like toward the credits. That's what I mean. They make you wait for it.
Yeah.
They just give you little bits and pieces, and then they give you the whole song. So that's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Here's the poster one more time. So some criteria that we're looking for is the movies had to be around an hour or shorter. It had to be animated, obviously, but we're trying to find different mediums too. So we have a little bit of claymation, you got some hand-drawn stuff, and some CGI. They're not all musicals, but that wasn't necessary. It had to be Christmas.
Absolutely.
So the next one
is... And for you kiddies out there, what's your favorite Christmas cartoon?
Maybe if you haven't heard of any of these, maybe you can check them out and see what kind of joy they can bring you. There it is. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original, 1966.
That one was my favorite growing up.
Really interesting. That's awesome.
Well, one of my top favorites.
Max is one of my favorite characters for sure. I had to include him in the collage. So, The Grinch came out in 1966. It was directed by Chuck Jones and Ben Washam. It was written by Irv Spector and Bob Ogle, and it was based on the book by Dr. Seuss. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think Doug Jones also did like Ren and Stimpy and stuff like that later on. He was a big Chuck Jones, not Doug Jones.
I would say that.
Chuck Jones. he went on to do a lot of cartoons after this. And of course, this one stars. The Grinch stars Boris Karloff.
Oh.
You were so excited that you found out Boris Karloff was Frankenstein's monster because you know this.
Yeah.
This was your introduction to Boris Karloff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You weren't picking up what I put down.
No, I was not.
That's funny. It's all good. I should have been more clear. Let's just look at some of this animation because it really is spectacular.
Also, the new medication's kicking in.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just the way I like how they emulate the style of the Dr. Seuss book, but they make it their own too because they don't look exactly like the book does.
Yeah.
But you got that Chuck Jones style too, especially like it's so expressive too. That's why I love the exaggerated expressions. Like look at Max's face there.
But it's sad how he treats Max the dog.
It's so sad.
Animals should never be abused for any reason.
No, treat your dogs right.
No, treat your animals right.
Animals, all animals, yeah, not just your dogs. True. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
But even like the sunset, the way the trees are, the sleigh, it's all beautiful. The detail, like gorgeous. You got Max up here. Love this animation. There's Cindy Lou Who. Too fast. Cindy Lou Who. See, that's what I mean. Like the expression on her face there. It's subtle, but it's
yeah.
You can tell without any words exactly what she's feeling.
Even today, I hear Cindy Lou, and I always think Cindy Lou Who.
Yep. But it's funny, in all the remakes, they always age her up. I think she's like 2 in this one.
Yeah, about that.
They always make her older. I never understood that. Like, why does she have to be older? She can't just be like 2 or 3 years old. It's all about the mysticism and the innocence of childhood, right?
Exactly.
Even that, look at the style here. Like these creatures, the Who's. This year is the 20th anniversary of the Jim Carrey version. So that's cool, but nothing beats this.
No, and the new one. When did it come out? 2018.
Yeah,
that one was just bad.
Awful. Benedict Cumberbatch.
I will not even give that one the time of day.
Yeah, and I love the Grinch song in this one, and that has to be like one of those classic. I think that's become a Christmas carol in its own right. Like, wouldn't you agree? Like most places you go when they play Christmas music, that's one of the ones they include now. And
yeah,
this is another one I just grew up with, even though like it came out way before I was born. It came out before you were born too. It's like 70 years old almost, so or 60 years old. My math is bad.
I grew up with this particular Grinch.
I did it again. I forgot to read this sentence.
And for me personally, it's not Christmas until I have watched Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. From when did we say it came out? 1960?
66, I believe. 66? Yeah, there it is. 66, 26 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's funny, it's short, but it feels like a full-fledged movie almost because there's just so much story in it and the narrative is just so complete. Like you just start this huge like story arc for the Grinch and how his heart grows. But it just feels so fully developed. It doesn't even feel like this little short cartoon.
He learns the meaning of love.
Yeah, here's the synopsis. A grumpy hermit hatches a plan to steal Christmas from the Who's of Whoville. So I do recommend the book too. That's one that my mom read to me as a child. It was one of our bedtime stories. And even the voice work in it too, by Boris Karloff. And then that song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, epic.
Yep.
And the way they kind of quote the book here and there, but they got a lot of the rhyme schemes. It's really clever the way they rhyme things. There's that other song too, the Who song that they sing in the beginning and the end. It's what inspires the Grinch. It's not it's under the tree, it's who is around it with you. So I think that's pretty much everything about the Grinch. Do you have anything else to add about the Grinch?
No, I think that about covers the Grinch.
Yeah, we love Max. Go Max. Treat your animals right. Good message for the kids.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to get dinged for showing footage from the video. Anyways, the next one on the list is Frosty the Snowman. Did you just sing it in your head? Because I did. Frosty the Snowman. And that's all I'm singing. No copyright claims, right? This is one of those classic ones. That's not from Frosty the Snowman. That's not Frosty the Snowman either. Oh, why are they showing Rudolph? That other one's from a whole different movie. The Mailman's not from Rudolph.
No. Wrong Christmas show.
Yeah. All right, so Frosty the Snowman.
And I thought I was confused.
Yeah, really. This was 1969. It was directed by Jules Bass and Arthur Rankin Jr. I always confuse it. I always want to say Jules Rankin, but it's not. It's Rankin and Bass. Anyways, and Romeo Muller was the writer. Again, he's such a clever writer because he took elements from the song and he had paces them out. So we get little bits and pieces here and there, like the magic hat. We get him coming to life. All this other stuff about like the magician being the villain, Hocus Pocus, the rabbit.
I love Hocus Pocus.
I don't think I included him in the collage. I think I forgot. I might have to update that and fix it. But anyways, yeah. I'll just read the synopsis real quick in case you're not familiar with the story. But most people know the Frosty song. It was really smart for them to take songs that everyone knows and kind of build on that and make their own worlds with it.
Yeah, I think every child out there knows the song.
Yeah.
Frosty.
Here's the synopsis. A living snowman and a little girl struggle to elude a greedy magician who's after the snowman's magic hats. And even, we're talking spoilers in this. Even the way, like, it's really sad at the end, too, when she's crying around that puddle inside of the greenhouse. That magician's just a jerk.
I do admit, I love the part when the police officer realizes that Frosty was a talking snowman.
Oh, right.
And he had just come to life, and he swallows her.
Yeah. That is like, it cracks me up every time.
Boys and girls, don't swallow your whistles. They don't go in your mouth.
There he is. There he's on the poster. That is hilarious. Let's just look at some of these photos. Because this animation, it's a very unique art style.
Absolutely.
And it's cool how they carried on that Frosty character and put him in the claymations, but we'll get there. They kind of create a cinematic universe because there's a few characters in one movie. See, like, look at that. That part's really sad, too, when he's carrying her through the snow like that.
Trying to keep her warm.
Yeah.
A snowman is trying to keep her warm.
Yeah, how'd that work?
I think the snowman might make me colder than I already would be.
Alternate posters. Oh, there's the book version of it. I think my mom read that to me too, the gold books.
Yeah, my mom did. I had the whole collection of them at one point in time.
Yep. There it is. That's that part that you're talking about with the whistle.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So there's the part with the puddle. So sad. I cried when I was a kid. Not Frosty. There's the infamous whistle. That's what I mean. Like the noses, the way the chins are all exaggerated, the fingers, the body style. Very unique art style. The narrator. Each one has a narrator too. Did you notice that? But they're all like different, like actors. That's when they first come to life, I think. Although I never understood why he said his first words, but you did have an explanation for that. That makes me feel a bit better about it. Do you want to explain it? It's better if you do it.
When you put the hat on him, he comes to life. So, according to him, that would be happy birthday because he breathed his first breath.
Yeah, it was the day he was born. That's cool. I can accept that. That makes me feel better. She told me that. I'm like, oh. Then, like, I'm not even angry about it anymore. Like, it's fine. That was
So it
so
makes
satisfying.
sense at that point.
It was a very satisfying explanation. And then they're saying a dance in here. Even the way that Frosty looks, they could have made him look like anything. They're closer. There it is. But the way that they did his eyes, and the way they did his nose, and the way the hat looks. That's cool. Yeah. And the colors they used too. Yeah, pinks. I think got contrasted by this gray bluish color. And the kids are in all different colors too. Even the backgrounds. They're simple, but they add a lot to the atmosphere and the environment.
Oh, absolutely.
There's before he comes to life. That looks like fun. I've always wanted to do that. Just hop on a snowman and ride him.
Yep.
Oh, this is concept art. Whoa, this is cool. I didn't know this. Original character designer for us this moment. Snowman, Paul Cooker Jr. Wow. That's fascinating. I didn't know that. Okay, now we get into the weeds of some of these other pictures. But yeah, this is some original concept art. So the reason Frosty looks like the way he does is because this guy.
Yep, and he did a fantastic job.
I do like the way his eyes and the smile.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. The way he expresses himself too, he looks very emotional. Like here, that confused look. You don't have to say anything. You know exactly what he's thinking. So that's Frosty the Snowman. Do you have anything else to add about that?
No. Must watch.
Must watch, yeah.
It's one of those timeless Christmas classics that you gotta watch every year.
Of course. So
even now, my child is all grown up. I still have to watch Frosty every year.
Of course. Frosty's in this next one too. This is Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. This one's not great, to be honest, but I wanted to talk about it because it's interesting. If I can type and talk, I cannot do that.
No.
Did you see it? Thank you. It is cool because they do combine different characters from different movies. I think Jack Frost even makes an appearance in this one. So here's the poster. There's Frosty's wife from the other one. That's what I mean. They have the cinematic universe because Frosty's wife's got like her own movie. Jack Frost has his movie. They have their movies. And now they're in like one movie together. So in that regard, it's a cool idea. They did it before the Avengers did it.
Yeah.
So Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas was 1979. Directed by Jules Bass and Arthur Rankin Jr., of course. Written by Romeo Muller. I don't know if it's Muller or Mueller, but he wrote a lot of these. And he's very creative. His imagination is incredible. Then there's Johnny Marks and Robert May, co-writers. So let's just start with the synopsis. Because when I described it to Sabrina, the look on her face was hilarious. She's like, "What are you talking about?" Movie that we're watching. The Winter Bolt is trying to make the North Pole his evil wonderland, and it's up to Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and other icons to stop him. So basically, Frosty and Rudolph have to save the circus from the evil wizard. I think that's what I told you, right? Yeah. She just looked at me like, what? Oh, hold on. I gotta show you this.
I give that look quite a bit. It goes in one ear and out the other, but it doesn't actually stop and register.
Yeah. I just want to look at photos. Go away. I'm not sponsored. Okay. Oh, I clicked on add photo. That's why. Oh, hold on. I need tissue. Sorry. So I have this DVD. I just couldn't find it. It's got all the classics. Posters. There it is. Oh yeah, I should mention that too because it does have a pretty good cast. Hold on. Yeah, Ethel Merman's in it and Mickey Rooney. I'm not sure who Red Buttons is, but they're in it. Let's go back to the photos. There's only 19 pictures. That's not very many. Okay, skip ahead. There we go. There's the wizard. That's the Ethel Merman character. She's like the ringleader for the circus. There's the evil wizard, Winterbolt. You think they would have went with the other wizard, but he did turn a new leaf in the
he did.
That other movie. But we'll get to it. Frosty's family. I don't even want to get into the mechanics and how Frosty and the others have kids. But I'm assuming they just built snowmen and then they built because that's what happened in that movie. They built Frosty's wife.
Well, yeah.
And then so they probably just built the kids and somehow they have the magic. So we'll just go with that. There's the reindeer.
I don't particularly like how they've done the dog in this one, though.
No. The kids are cute, though. I do like.
The kids are very cute.
And it's cool how they took Frosty from the animated one and they have like a puppet now and they have like
absolutely
a whole different style of animation. There he is. He is very similar to how it was drawn, too. Even
although
the wife.
I would like to know, when did he paint his hat brown?
That's a good observation. I didn't even notice that when we were watching it. His hat's a different color in this. But it has to have... But he can't just wear like any hat, though. It has to be a magical hat.
Yeah, exactly.
How's that work? You pointed out a plot hole. One of many in this movie.
Yes.
So I think that's all the pictures. But yeah, basically, this evil wizard comes in. That for some reason, Frosty and Rudolph take it upon themselves to. I'm going too far. Try to save the day. It's interesting to say the least. But yeah, it's really long too. This one's longer than the average one. This one's an hour and a half. It's like a feature-length movie almost. But we still included it because there is that aspect of having everybody in it. But this is bizarre, y'all. There's different, like, some of the winter scenes are kind of weird. It's the way that some of the characters look, like, I don't really like the way the wizard looks. They're kind of weird. The magic, like, they have, like, this animated, like, hand-drawn stuff for some of them. It just doesn't look that great compared to some of these other movies. The story is just all over the place.
This is one movie. I'm sorry. I can't watch that one again. Oh my goodness, no.
No, this isn't an annual rewatch, but she hadn't seen it. Well, had you seen it before I showed it to you?
No.
No, I had to show it to her.
Maybe when I was a
so that
kid.
she could see it.
Maybe when I was a kid, but that was decades ago.
And the whole time when we watched it, she kept looking at me like, "What did you make me watch?" Oh, it was a good reaction. So that's just a little bit of Frosty Christmas in July. I think we have said enough about this movie.
Yeah.
You have to watch it though. Like, see this movie for
No,
yourself.
you don't have to watch it.
No, I recommend it just because it's one of those so bad it's good movies. I get a lot of enjoyment watching this movie just because it's so out there. It's so unique.
Very off the wall.
That's one way to put it.
What's the matter, Jack? Do you need to go out?
So the next one
Do you need to go outside?
I kind of jumped ahead here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you skipped over.
Oh, no, they're all out of order. Let's see, this one's 92. This one's 79. They're all out of order.
Yeah, that's how you sent it to me.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one, we're gonna backtrack a bit. Doesn't matter though. We're all gonna. The whole point was to take time for each of them, right? So now we're gonna go to a true holiday classic, Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Okay, I will take them out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sabrina's just gonna let the dog out. She'll be back. This is another one I grew up with.
It has Hudson and his lots.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So I was going to make sure we're still streaming because I've had issues before. And there's no comments yet. That's cool. Let's go back. All right, so Charlie Brown Christmas. When you say something like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, immediately this is what you think of. I mean, it's become somewhat synonymous with having a small Christmas tree. So it's cool how that's become part of pop culture like that. But here's the synopsis. Depressed at the commercialism he sees around him, Charlie Brown tries to find a deeper meaning to Christmas. And it amazes me upon my rewatch how relevant this movie is today. Because even back in the 60s, they're criticizing and satirizing how commercial Christmas is becoming at that time. So another reason why these movies have that timeless quality to them is because the themes they touch on. Commercialism is an ever-growing problem when it comes to the holiday season, and I have to agree. It's now, 2025, worse than ever. Especially since everything's online now. You don't have to go to the stores to buy stuff anymore. You can just stay at home now, and it gets sent to you. But yeah, this movie is really sweet. I love the way Charlie Brown goes around and has all these different interactions with people. When he talks to the different people, he gets different ideas too, like their perspectives and what they think Christmas is and like what it means to them. And again, I love this hand-drawn animation. This art style is unique to Charles Schulz. Of course, Peanuts started off as a comic strip and then just evolved from there to movies, TV specials. So let's take a look at some of these pictures and some of these scenes. So I don't really want to play videos, but hey. Look at the colors in the backgrounds. They could have just did green trees, but they didn't do that. They kept this one green so that it stands out. The exaggerated expressions again. Love the looks on their faces. There's Snoopy's doghouse. All decorated. It's really sweet too when all the kids come together and decorate Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. But I never understood how it goes from this 1 minute, and then after they decorate it, it's got all those pine leaves on it. Where did those pine leaves come from? Look, see. And then now it's like a full tree. Charlie Brown, yeah. I'm just talking about the Christmas tree. How 1 minute it's all like this, like sparse, not very many pine needles, and then after the kids are done decorating it, it's got full. It's a full tree. So, like, see, like this, you can see it.
Yeah.
Here. I was just going back and forth, and then this. It's just funny. But like, I love how they do like the stars in the background. They could have just left that like black, but no, they wanted to add a little touch to it. Got them ice skating here. I love how they do the snow in this too, and even the song in this one. It's kind of become a Christmas carol in its own right. Wouldn't you think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone knows that Peanuts song. Linus, and the trees are all different colors. It's so beautiful to look at. You got the classic scene with them dancing together because you got to have the kids dancing. Yeah, Schroeder.
If our dog starts dancing like Snoopy, I'm going to bed. My meds are taking over.
Get the kids singing the song here. So one thing you mentioned, taking the dog out. One thing I mentioned when you took the dog out was how the message still relevant today about commercialism. Do you have anything to add to that?
Christmas back when I was growing up was such a magical time. Now it's all too commercialized.
And even another thing I mentioned was how online now it's so much easier for people to buy stuff. Commercialism is through the roof more than ever.
Yeah, like I remember.
Have lost their meaning, so it's good that they make movies like this to kind of carry on tradition.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
I'm sure a lot of the parents out there can remember going through the Sears Christmas Wish book.
Yeah.
Before internet and technology completely took over. Going to the stores with them so decorated so nicely.
Yeah, Christmas in the 90s and 80s were a very magical time for sure.
And the 70s.
And the 70s, yeah. I wasn't alive in the 70s, but yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it was so much. It was just magic. I can't even explain it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a house. I grew up in a high-rise apartment. But just the way everything was decorated, so much different back then.
Totally.
I wish the kids from now could see Christmas through the eyes of adults that lived through that.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting too how they never show the adults' perspectives, and then the Charlie Brown cartoons, it's always the kids, and it's just the wah 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 wah.
Yeah,
it's just like supposed to be from a kid's perspective, and there's that innocence that in this short,
absolutely,
in this show, they really do capture that Christmas magic. Even some of the modern Christmas movies, it's not about the meaning of Christmas. It's all about like what they're gonna get for Christmas or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's about like, why did that show up?
That's a really good question.
Okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Yeah, modern movies. It's not so much about the meaning of Christmas anymore. It's more about like funny character situations or awkward moments and stuff like that. Or having like you're with your family during the holiday season and then weird stuff happens. Like it's not
arguments break out.
Yeah, it's more about like family dynamics and stuff. It's not about the spirit of Christmas. I think that's why I like this one so much. It's about this. Yeah, this really is about the spirit of Christmas,
and it really is about the kid's perspective.
Yeah, totally. Do you have anything else you want to add about Charlie Brown Christmas?
No, I think that about covers Charlie Brown.
Cool. The next one is The Little Drummer Boy. This one's got a more serious tone, but it does have a really sweet message too. And it's one of my favorite Christmas carols, so I'm glad they made a show about it. Excuse me. Here's the synopsis. An orphan drummer boy who hates humanity finds his life changed forever when he meets three wise men en route to Bethlehem. This movie starts off really sad because he loses his family. I think his name's Aaron. Hold on. Yeah, Aaron. The drummer's Aaron. So he's got animal companions, and then he goes in the desert like orphaned. And it's kind of like Pinocchio. He finds the entertainer guy.
Yeah.
Starts doing shows for a while, but he hates the people. But again, the animation, he's so expressive. Well, here's the poster. I just gotta get a drink. Scratchy throat, sorry. When he's sad, you can tell he's sad. And when he's angry, oh, is he angry? So, where am I? The Little Drummer Boy came out in 1968, directed by Jules Bass and Arthur Rankin Jr. and Takeo Nakamura. Sorry if I butchered that. Excuse me. It was written by Romeo Muller. Again. So same idea. They took little bits and pieces of the song and they kind of spaced them out to make this big epic adventure. They did make a sequel to this, but it's not as good. Let's take a look at some of these pictures.
Open the window, put some fresh air.
That's great. I didn't need some water. Oh, sorry about that, folks.
We still have some water there too.
Mm-hmm. But that's just really scratchy and dry for some reason. Oh. Okay. Go away, not sponsored. What was I doing? Pictures, right? Okay, photos. Let's see. When he's happy, he's adorable. When he's mad, holy crap. Is he ever met? Maybe you can find a picture.
Right.
Yeah. So here's his animal companions. There's a camel, there's a lamb, and there's a donkey.
It was sad when the camel got traded against his will.
That was sad. So I mean, he just loses so much in this movie. So you really feel that redemption at the end. Like, It's so good. It's very moving when they finally play that full song. There it is. That's what I was hoping for. Mad Face Aaron. That's when he skulls the people.
Yeah.
Because it's a scene where he performs for them, and then they're happy to cheer. But this is the same village that attacked his village, and it killed his parents. So there's an interesting dynamic there. He's very conflicted. So I think that's why I like this movie too. He has to deal with his emotions, and not that many kids' movies really deal with the tragedy like that.
Yeah.
So this movie is very mature and ahead of its time, but it's still got that, I don't want to say kid-like quality, but that innocent quality to it.
The innocence, yes.
The innocence. Because I don't want to sound insulting. It's a very intelligent
struggling to find his way now.
Yeah, he's all about finding his way, and then he sees the North Star, and he comes across those three wise men. And it's interesting how they take parts of the nativity scene, but they also include it with parts of the song. And yeah, that's what the song's all about. But the way they depict those scenes, beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the character designs. This one isn't as happy or as funny as the other ones, but the costumes and these puppets are amazing. The tents, the faces are all distinct. There's the entertainer guy.
And I think that's when they were getting rid of his camel.
I think so, yeah. And this is after that. So his one gift for the baby Jesus was his song.
And that is when his lamb got hurt.
Yeah, that was tragic too. I'm glad you mentioned that. I forgot to mention that. His lamb gets hurt. So he asks the baby Jesus for help, and his gift is the song. And that alone right there, I think is beautiful. Like, yeah, that's what the song's all about, but it's a good message, like the gift of music and how music can heal wounds too.
There's that, but there's also, he's a little boy. He doesn't have the money or anything to contribute other than a heartfelt song that comes from the heart of a young boy from the inside. And that, to me, means more than anything materialistic.
For sure.
That's my take on it anyway.
That's a really good point too. I love the way they synchronize the music with the animation too, especially when they actually sing the full song. Because again, they take different parts of the song and they space it out. It's brilliant pacing. And then they finally get to the pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, and he actually does it with his drum, and it's really cool. It'll always put a smile on my face. It's my favorite Christmas carol. So when I found out this was a movie as a kid, I was like, really? They made a Little Drummer Boy movie?
Yeah.
So that's Little Drummer Boy. Do you have anything else to add?
No.
Okay, here we go. Next on the list. Let's see, let's do the 60s.
I think that might be the 60s.
Yeah, that one's 90s. We try to pick different decades too. So we got 60s, we got some from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and so on. Okay, that's it for the 60s. Cool.
Okay, 74 is the next one.
74. Let's do it. This is another personal favorite. The Year Without Santa Claus. I'm not typing. Try that again. The Year Without Santa Claus. This is the one that has the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. I think this was their first appearance. Eventually, they had their own movie too, but it's not as good. It came out like in 2008 or something like that.
Directed.
Yeah, so here's the poster.
But I have Gilbert.
It was directed by Jules Bass and Arthur Rankin Jr., written by William J. Keenan and Phyllis McKinley. Sorry. This one probably has some of the most famous songs out of all the animated movies. Let's get to the synopsis. It's actually a really funny premise. You wouldn't think this would, on paper, you wouldn't think this would work for like a Christmas movie, but it's got a good message. Go away, I'm not sponsored. No, normally I get it from the top. This time I'm getting it from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded dirtier than I intended. Go away. When a wary and discouraged Santa Claus considered skipping his Christmas Eve run one year, Mrs. Claus and his elves set out to change his mind. So this one wasn't really based on A Christmas Carol, but it's got such an original concept. People nowadays got to take notes to come up with ideas like this. It's a very complete story too. Like it's very logical storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Like one thing happens, that leads to the next thing, and then that leads to the next thing. Therefore, this happens. You know what I mean? Like he goes like these two, Jingle and Jangle. They get sent with is Blitzen, right? Or is it Vixen?
I think it was Blitzen, but I could be mistaken.
I could be mistaken too, but it's okay. So it's either Blitzen or Vixen. But anyways, they go there, and therefore he gets caught by the dog catcher, and then they have to get him out of the pound, and then that leads to, you know what I mean? Like it's storytelling isn't really structured that way anymore. A lot of movies nowadays, there's like random things happens to characters, and they're not really in any sequential order. Like you could play those random events in any order and you would still have the same movie. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that with stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Story structure is so important. And it's got that classic Santa look, but it's still unique to this. Santa's one of those characters, like everyone knows Santa Claus. Okay, everyone in the Western world knows Santa Claus. And the way they decorated, the details and some of these models and miniatures, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
They had to make all these little like tinsels and ribbons and decorations, and then they had to make little light bulbs. Like I don't know how big the models were, but still, the fact remains.
You can imagine the time and dedication that went into it.
So much so. Let's get some better pictures.
And the creativity.
Yeah. I never understood why Santa's dressed as a pimp, though. It's so sad in the pound. And then they got the heat. Let's see, that's the Snow Miser. That's one of my favorite songs. I'm too much. I'm not going to sing it because I don't want copyright claims. But yeah, I put a clip of it in the commercial. And then they got the Heat version too, which is really funny. With the character's eyes. I love the way the ice makes his hair. And you got the icicles on the nose there. And he's got the very long, exaggerated. But then the Heat Miser's the opposite. He's short. He's like more portly. He's got like, I love his hair, the fire hair. I think that's what
a more normal sized nose.
Yeah, it's got the big red nose. I think this character is what inspired Anchor in the Inside Out movies.
Yeah, maybe.
Someone saw that and was like, yeah, cool. You can
But
see
he's got a
him better
very
here.
big nose.
They both have very big noses, but in different ways. They're like total opposites in every way. And that's a very unique choice in the character design.
Yeah.
Love it.
But with him, I can sympathize with the icicles on the nose. One thing about me, my nose is always the first part of me that gets cold.
Yeah.
So within 5 minutes of being outside, I start feeling like I have icicles on my nose.
Love the way Mrs. Claus looks too. It's that very classic look. Most people think of this Santa when you think of Santa or that Mrs. Claus. It's the good. Excuse me. This is a good song too when they talk about whether or not Santa exists.
Yeah.
That's probably another good thing I like about the movie too. They question the existence, and then the boy comes to realize adults can believe in Santa.
Yep.
There's that innocence again. They're very similar themes in all these movies,
Oh,
but they
absolutely.
touch on them in different ways. And there's so many ways you can look at one idea. And I love how, maybe I can find her. They include Mother. There she is, Mother Nature. Has to make the two brothers get along, because it's so true. Like the joy of siblings. Sometimes you just don't agree with your brother or sister.
That I'll have to take your word on. But I can remember going back about 15 years ago. I had been out with my daughter, and we got home, and there was a tote for my family sitting at the front door. To this day, I don't know where it came from.
Really?
I don't know who sent it. Nothing. It just said to the Kelly family.
You never found out?
Nope. And this was going back 15 years ago.
Wow.
So she was just turned 5. She had just turned 5.
Wow. Christmas miracle.
I'd say so.
I love the way these sets look too, like this ice cave. It's so detailed. They had to make all these little like sculptures and stuff. And then they did the same here too. I love this little lava pit. I don't know if you noticed that. And I love how it's not real fire, it's just paper they have blowing like with a fan or something like that. But it's so effective. It's so cool. Is there anything else you have to add about this one? This ad keeps popping up. I don't even know what that is. So that's the year without Santa Claus. It's supposed to. Maybe. Yeah. Here we go. It's funny too how Santa has to end up saving the day because he realized he caused all these problems for all these people. But he could have just did Christmas. So the next one, I just want to check, make sure there's no comments or anything like that. Yeah, no comments. Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay. So we're in the 70s. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, let's go with, we're like halfway through the list. We're getting there. So the next one is A Flintstones Christmas. This is one I hadn't seen in a while. So when I rewatched it recently, we've been watching these for like the last 2 weeks. It was like watching it for the first time. And we don't ask questions like, how do they celebrate Christmas when Jesus didn't exist until millions of years later? Because they don't even get to the religious side of it. It's more about Santa, and Santa's timeless and magical. Santa's eternal.
My question, back in the day of this, it's supposed to be in, how do I describe it? They're not supposed to be able to have hydro yet.
No, there's no electricity in the Stone Age.
Stone Age.
Yeah.
Where did the hydro come from?
How do they have Christmas lights and stuff? Because I'll get to the pictures. Yeah, they do have that. But anyways, this came out in 1977. It was directed by Jerry Chiniquy, Sid Marcus, and Charles Nichols. Sorry if I butchered those names. It was written by Dwayne Poole, Dick Robbins, and David Dietich.
No idea.
All right, we're going to go with that. Sorry if I butchered that again. And this was cool because it's basically like the Santa Claus, but Flintstones characters. But Santa doesn't die in this one. He just hurts himself. He sprains his ankle, I think, or something. Here's the synopsis. Synopsis. When Santa has an accident at Fred's house on Christmas Eve, Fred and Bernie must continue his run for him. This one has a lot of those classic Flintstones jokes too, like when the dinosaurs go, it's a living. But it's got a great message too about the importance of family and how it's not just about the presents, it's like who's around the tree with you.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
And it's got that classic Flintstones Hanna-Barbera art style. But they kind of aged up Pebbles and Bam Bam in this one. See, they're a little older. See, because she was always like this before. But in this one, in this show, she's older. But still, see, there's the lights. And you can, don't tell me they're not lights because they have that little sparkle to them. See that?
And don't forget, there's also a scene that Christmas lights are going from house to house to house.
Yeah, maybe I can find that.
Awfully long Christmas strands.
No, there's not that many pictures
across the street.
Yeah, this one doesn't have many pictures.
No, it doesn't.
But yeah, it's cool because Fred and Bernie go all over the world, and then they get back to Bedrock. But there's this party going on that they're supposed to host, so it's interesting because it's like there's that tension. That's where the conflict comes from. They have to save Christmas, but they had other obligations that they made beforehand. Where is that?
Yeah, he's supposed to play Santa at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
And forgets.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, delivering all the presents in Santa's sleigh, he also lost a whole bag of presents.
Yeah, and then they had to go back to the North Pole. So it's cool how they did pick that too. There's no pictures of it here, but
no, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty epic adventure. It's like an hour long, I think. Oh yeah, it's an hour long exactly. So yeah, it feels like a full length movie, but there's just so much story, and it's so complete. Like I was saying before, it's just really good storytelling. Do you have anything else to add about Flintstones Christmas?
Nope, I hadn't seen it in years.
Yeah, same.
So when we watched this the other day, it was like watching it again for the first time.
And it still has that magic. That
it does.
Christmas
it
quality.
does.
It really warms your heart when Fred comes back and he explains. Because all he had to do was tell Wilma and I know her name. Don't tell me. Betty Rebel, the truth, and then.
Yeah.
It's kind of go. Of course, I don't believe him at first, but
no, he had to tell Wilma the truth.
Wilma, yeah.
You said Betty.
Sorry, my mistake.
Wilma's his wife.
Barney had to tell Betty.
Yes.
But yeah, that's Flintstones Christmas. Highly recommended.
Absolutely.
We found a stream on archive.com, so you can watch this if you want to. It's free.
I look forward to watching it again.
Oh yeah, this is an annual. The next one is another annual classic that I grew up with. So did Sabrina. A Chipmunk's Christmas.
Yeah.
Swept up in the holiday mood, Alvin gives away his cherished harmonica to a sick little boy. Meanwhile, Dave has booked Alvin to perform a harmonica solo at Carnegie Hall. Alvin keeps the loss of the harmonica a secret from Dave, and with the help of Simon and Theodore, he scrambles. It's a long plot synopsis. They're not usually this long. To earn enough money to buy another harmonica in time for the Carnegie Hall debut. Okay, that's all I'm gonna read. This is just the list of different songs. Of course, you have that the Christmas Chipmunk song. There it is. Christmas, don't be late. I think that's kind of become a Christmas carol in its own right.
Yeah,
hasn't it? Like so. Usually when you hear Christmas music played at different places, that song's played. Same with that Peanut song. It's funny how they create these original songs for these shows, and then they kind of take on a life of their own.
Yeah.
So here's the poster. It's got that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks animation style. I just have this love for 2D animation, but I'll get into that a little bit later because I talk about the styles. So, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't think I did this yet. Nope, not checked. So, directed by Phil Monroe and was written by Janice Carmen, Ross Bagdasarian Jr., and Hal Mason. This was released in 1981. And it's really sweet, too, because you could tell how much the harmonica meant to Alvin. And how there's this whole misunderstanding between him and Dave, too. Because if he just told him the truth, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble for giving it away. He would have understood, and he probably would have given him the money to buy the harmonica later on himself. You know what I mean? And it's got this good twist, but I don't want to give the twist away in this one because it's so cool how they do it. He meets a kind old lady at the store when he's looking at the harmonica. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with that word. So the whole movie is kind of come up with different ways to make money without telling Dave about the truth. There's the sick little boy, Tommy. I think his name's Tommy.
Yeah.
What's that one next? There's only like 4 left. So there's the harmonica there. There's Dave. It's funny too because Alvin's always had that bad boy attitude. In this one, he really does the right thing, and he's kind of suffering for it.
Yeah.
It's like that old saying, right? No good deed goes unpunished. So there's that irony too. I think that's why I like this story too.
There's also a lesson now.
Yeah.
Honesty is always the best policy.
That is very true.
Something happens like that, go tell your mom or your dad.
Yeah, for sure.
The odds are you'll get in a lot less trouble as long as you are honest.
I love how expressive they are too. You see all his faces. And there's that weird dream, yeah. Even the backgrounds here. There's a lot of detail put into like how the stones look.
I was just gonna say, even down to the patches of bricks.
Yeah, you can see like the trees have the different shading there, so there's different colors.
Yeah,
like the different shades of green. Candy canes, pretty amazing. It looks like watercolor too. You can kind of see the brushstrokes, the wallpaper, the Alvin poster. They didn't have to put that in there, but they did.
And it's funny because that
little details really
wallpaper kind of goes with the time period.
It does too. It's
actually,
so
it
80s.
looks more like 70s. But
It does.
Hey.
And it's sad too because his sister doesn't understand how sick Tommy really is. I don't think they ever say what he has.
No, I don't think so.
And he gets better in the end, so I guess it might have been pneumonia or something. But even back in the 80s, pneumonia was more serious. Like people die of pneumonia. I think we covered
people
some.
People
still do.
Die.
Didn't Diane Keaton die of pneumonia? Somebody we covered recently. Not Diane Keaton. She's alive. Diane Keaton's alive. Don't worry. But somebody else passed away recently that I covered on the show, and it was because of pneumonia. Very sad. That's something else I worried about that too. Where's the rest of Santa's reindeer?
Yeah.
I pointed that out when we watched it. He's only got half. So I think that pretty much covers Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's a good poster here. Nothing else to add?
No.
Okay, moving on. Garfield's Christmas. This is one that always aired on TV. Garfield's Christmas special. I think most people are aware of Garfield, one of those classic cartoon characters.
Yeah, loved Garfield when I was growing up.
This was released in 1987, directed by Phil Roman and George Singer, written by Jim Davis, Brian McKenty, and Joe Ranft. Sorry if I butchered those names. So, even Garfield, he has a very unique art style to him. No other cartoons look like how Garfield looks, the way these characters are drawn. Especially like, oh, I did it again. Wrong button.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, especially John, the way John looks. Garfield, John, Odie, and Odie go to John's grandmother's house for Christmas, where Garfield finds a present for Grandma.
Oh, hold up.
Something wrong?
No, it was just slow.
Oh, okay.
I thought I lost you again.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just gotta make sure.
So let's get some of these pictures. So this is really sweet too. There's a moment when Garfield's sitting with the grandma and she describes Grandpa and how much Christmas meant to him. And I think that's when it really clues in with Garfield, the whole point. Because that song in the beginning is really funny when they're driving. And John's describing all the stuff that he loves about Christmas. And Garfield talks about how it's like work and how it's he doesn't want to go out of his way to do anything.
Yeah.
It's so Garfield. You know the song I'm talking about, the beginning?
Yeah.
And then you see John's family. You don't really see his family too much, like in the other stuff. So that's kind of cool. The tree is massive too. I never understood how they got that inside.
Well, because when you get a real tree, normally it's tied up in like a twine or a rope or something.
Oh, that's right.
So it's not so full and bushy.
Yeah.
Unless you go out yourself and cut the tree down. But I can't see John's parents going out and cutting their tree down.
No, I can't.
And it was already there when John and Doc Boy arrived.
Yeah, it was. So maybe Doc Boy did it. I don't know. They don't really say. It was just kind of there. You're right. That's a cool picture. But it's really sweet too how Odie makes the gift for Garfield.
And Garfield's watching and no clue what it is or what it's for or who it's for.
Yeah. So there's great messages here about like the joy of giving over receiving gifts.
And another, again, just like the little drummer boy, it comes from the heart.
Yeah. It's more about the thought that counts, not how much it costs.
Exactly. Not so commercialized.
Yes, exactly. Great messages. And I think that's all the pictures that they got. Yeah. Okay. But even the backgrounds for stuff like this, like the trees all decorated, it's really nice. I like the colors. The purple and the green offset each other. Then you got the yellow tinsel. I don't know why it's a green ornament, but it's a different shade, so that works. And then you got the lights. It's simple, but it works. It's effective. There's that scene.
I've had green ornaments on my tree over the years.
Oh, yeah. We don't have any green ones on it right now, but
we don't have any on it right now. We haven't finished decorating our tree yet.
We're still decorating our tree, so I'm not going to put it on camera. But that's Garfield's Christmas.
Next week.
Maybe next week we'll put it on camera. We'll get ready. Do you have anything to add for Garfield's Christmas?
Yeah, it is definitely a must-watch at Christmas.
Would you say this is one of your favorites too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Especially when Garfield sits on Grandma's lap.
The scene is so touching. I cry every time. I can't help it.
He does.
It's so emotional. The next one we're going to cover is Frosty Returns. Not as heavy as Garfield. You wouldn't think that a Garfield Christmas special would be that heavy too, because the show's not like that at all. But it's not like it's out of nowhere either. It's a very natural progression just because the way they tell the story. But anyways, this is Frosty Returns, 1992, directed by Everett Brown and Bill Melendez, written by Oliver Goldstick and Jim Lewis. I think just these three. Yeah. Cool. This one came out in the 90s, and you can tell it has that 90s animation style. I think John Goodman plays Frosty in this one, so that's cool. Here's the continuing exploits of the famous snowman as he goes up against a more powerful force which threatens all of Christmas. This one's all about the evil mayor. So even though it came out in the 90s, and you can tell it's got that kind of art style, but it still tries to keep the essence of that 60s and the 80s, not 80s, the 60s and the 70s. Like that. That looks just like one of the older cartoons from the 60s. Even though this came out like 30 years after. Yeah. That looked like concept art. That's cool. But this is the very 90s look for how the kids are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got scenes like this. This is more of that 60s style. So this is a good combination of that. They emulate it pretty well.
70s.
Yeah. And there's the mayor, too. He's the villain in this one. I'm trying to think of what his plan was again. What was he trying to do again?
He designed the spray to get rid of the snow.
The spray gets rid of the snow. Thank you. Yeah.
Which is great for the adults not having a shovel. Am I right?
Yeah.
No shoveling. No slipping and falling on ice.
Like and subscribe if you hate shoveling snow.
But we do definitely need the snow.
Oh, yeah. You can see the can there, too.
Yep. As much as I don't like the snow anymore, we need the snow every year.
Yeah. I like the way Frosty looks in this one, too. They kind of changed it.
Yeah.
But he's got a cute look. I think his eyes are too close together, though. That bothers me. It's different when you do it with people like that. That's very cutesy. When you do it, I don't know. It bothers me. But anyways, his bow tie is cool.
His bow tie matches snowflakes.
Yeah. And Frosty doesn't die in this one, so it's not as sad as the first movie. I think that's all the pictures here. But yeah, this one's not as grand in scale. There's no like epic adventure. I think they all just stay in that town. It all takes place in that little small town. They just have to stop the mayor from getting rid of the snow.
Although Frosty did get a little seared.
Little seared, that's right. Let's go back to the poster. Here we go. That's awesome.
Summer breeze, summer weave.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think so.
And they actually accidentally got Frosty with it too.
Yeah.
They ended up with a good big hole in his stomach.
That's right.
Literally.
So this one's not as like sad as the other one was. The first Frosty.
If this is your first time watching Frosty Returns, I think it will be one that you left sitting on the edge of your seat.
I think so. It's a pretty
in certain parts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally agree. Is there anything else that you want to add about Frosty Returns?
No.
Okay. So that about does it for the hand-drawn animation. So the next one is Shrek the Halls. This is one that you suggested when we were making the list, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think of this one. She did. And I had forgotten about this one. I'll be honest. I didn't think of it. I hadn't seen it in a while. But this one's really sweet. And I'm glad you recommended it. It was cool to watch it again.
Thank you.
Here's the poster. Shrek has become one of those classic characters, too. If you haven't seen the Shrek movies, you still might recognize the character. It's the whole idea of combining all these fairy tale characters together. It's really cool. So this came out in 2007. It was directed by Gary Truesdale and written by Gary Truesdale, Sean Bishop, and Teresa Cullen. After this, we just got two more that we're covering. I just want to check. Let me see. No comments. That's cool. Still streaming. That's good. So here's the synopsis. The half-hour animated TV special features Shrek characters putting their own spin on holiday traditions. Yeah, this one's funny because this one has the different characters and they show like what they would do for Christmas. And Shrek learns the meaning of family in this one. Because it's all about like him and what he wanted to do and his idea for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do you like this one?
Mine is because with the help of loved ones, he realizes the importance of family and togetherness. That it's not all what one person wants.
Exactly. I like how you put that. I like the animation too. The way the characters have the same look as the movies, but you can see there's a little more detail. They're very furry. You can see all the fur. You can see all the little pine needles. That is one thing I'll give CK animation. It looks way more realistic than it would like.
Yeah.
A hand-drawn thing wouldn't have a fireplace like that, or the cinders and stuff you could actually see. That's pretty cool. I had that toy at one point. This one, over time, this one has become an annual watch ever since it came out. Well, for her, I guess, but not for me, because I forgot about it. But I'll watch it next year. This will become an annual watch for me because you reintroduced it to me. It was like watching it for the first time. It's really sweet too when it comes to them like that toward the end. That apology is so heartfelt. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
It's nice how most of the cast came back too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It wouldn't be the same if the voices weren't right.
Like I always say, it's the cast that makes the show or the movie.
Yeah.
Change any one of the characters from that cast or that movie, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm. And it makes sense too because Santa's one of those mythological, like fairy tale creatures, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Not mythological, but you know what I mean. Like he's one of those fantasy creatures. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. It just makes sense to put him into this world too, because obviously Santa exists. So why wouldn't you have him in this world?
Exactly.
And it's really sweet too. I just like how Shrek looks in the outfit. It's all funny looking.
Yeah, that beard is not working for him.
No, seeing Shrek with a beard is just weird.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that for a minute. Ogre shouldn't have hair. So is there anything you want to add for Shrek the Hall? It's a clever name too. I love the pun.
Yeah, me too. No, that's it.
Okay. The next one, we have two more we're going to cover. So the next one is Olaf's Frozen Adventure. And this, I was aware of it, but this is my first time watching it this year. So this is another one. I don't know how it slipped past me, but this is definitely going to become an annual watch because it's so heartfelt. So here's the poster. This came out in 2017. It was directed by Kevin Dieters and Stevie Wormers. It was written by Jack Schaefer. And the story in this is so touching, so heartfelt. Got a great message about tradition and like, again, what Christmas means to you. but it touches on the true meaning of Christmas, that togetherness. What did you think of Olaf's Frozen Adventure?
I agree with you. I think it had a great representation of what Christmas means to other people.
It's cool how it's told through the perspective of Olaf's eyes too, because he's kind of new to the world and he's trying to understand the world around him. So it's a cute little adventure about a snowman and a reindeer trying to find the meaning of Christmas. It's a great idea, and I wouldn't consider the other Frozen movies to be Christmas movies, but this one totally.
Oh, absolutely.
They even say Christmas a few times. I thought they just called it like a different name. But no, they say Christmas. They have decorations.
Yeah.
Olaf goes house to house at one point, and he gets a sense of what people do to decorate and the kind of food they have. Hold on, I just want still frames.
So what do you guys do for your family traditions?
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Yeah, leave comments below about your family traditions.
And we'll talk about them.
For sure. Here we go. April photos for the movie. I love this
that
design.
tree was gorgeous.
The way they animated that too is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And even the way like the costumes look is so detailed. You can see like the fabric almost from here.
Yeah.
And you got Elsa's little decorations. Yeah, I love Frozen so much. I named my cat Elsa. Here's Olaf in a sauna. That was hilarious.
Not a good place for a snowman.
Yeah.
And a sauna, that's not a good place.
Yeah. Not a good place at all. Or the chimney. That was funny too.
Yeah.
Olaf tries a candy cane for the first time. That was funny. And then I don't want to give it away, but when he finds out what their family tradition is, I bawled like a baby. I couldn't believe how sweet that was.
Mm-hmm. That you did.
Tears of joy.
It was very heart moving.
And it's
very
really,
heartfelt.
It's really cool too, because it makes you look at the first Frozen movie totally differently too. This came out 2 years before Frozen 2, so you don't have to watch the second one to get this one. But you should really watch the first Frozen before you watch this one, and then it'll mean so much more to you.
Absolutely.
So much. I love the way that they decorated too. So many like little trees. The Christmas iconography is everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Someone even makes like a cookie or something like that looks like Norway.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the houses that Olaf goes to.
Not only is it heartfelt, but it's funny too. It's just great combination of both emotions. Like you got to have the funny stuff too to make the heartfelt stuff mean more. These are just posters and press stuff now. Yeah. But Idina Menzel has great songs in this, and so does Kristen Bell, and so does Josh Gad, like the whole cast. And then I keep forgetting who does Kristoff. This looks like concept art. That's cool. There's Arendelle. It's not a picture of them all together, is there? No, okay. So that pretty much covers. that pretty much covers Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Recommended. It's on Disney Plus. We got one more movie to talk about. Show, animated short, whatever you want to call it. This is the more recent one, but I think it deserves a spot on this list because this is totally going to become an annual rewatch.
And this is special for all you young ones out there.
Yeah, I was introduced to Paw Patrol through my nephew. He loves it. So when this came out, I was all on top of it because I knew that he would love it.
And sure enough, Paw Patrol is his favorite.
Yep, he loves it. So this is for you. It's for my nephew.
Oh, I bet he's giving your sister insane with it already this year.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't.
Yep. So this came out this year, brand new, and it's streaming now on Paramount Plus. So you can watch it if you missed it on CBS when it aired on November 28th, I think it said.
Something like that.
But yeah, I put the little preview for this one in my commercial for this episode, so you can watch it. It was directed by Jamie Whitney, written by Cal Bunker. And this one, again, it touches on commercialism and materialism. And Rebel here, all he wants is this drill for Christmas. But there's a problem. There might not be any presents this year because something happens. So here's the plot. Good songs with this one too. I like the song about when they found out about the presents. When Santa comes down with a sickness, Rebel steps up to the rescue of the holiday spirit and racing against Mayor Humdinger's sneaky plan to swipe everyone's gifts. Okay, I didn't want to give it away, so they just kind of gave it away. Santa's sick, and Humdinger is trying to steal. So much for me trying to keep that a secret. Because I don't want to say too much, but some of the things we had to talk about with some of the other movies.
Yeah.
Like Santa Claus was coming to town. Oh, wait. We mentioned
similar to me to the Grinch.
The Grinch, yeah.
When the mayor's trying to steal all the toys like the Grinch did.
That's right. I probably were inspired by the Grinch for that one too, actually.
Could have been.
So let's get these pictures up. So there's plenty of other Christmas carols too. I don't know why people don't use other Christmas carols that haven't become these animated shorts and kind of make them into it. There's even a Jack Frost one. But that one's not as good. In my opinion, I don't think it's as good as some of these other ones. But I love the animation for this. Like the way they did the North Pole and the way they did the trucks all decorated in the Christmas. Even the wrecking ball is an ornament. That's clever. There's Humdinger talking to Rebel. I love how he's dressed up as a reindeer too. He's so cute. There's the whole gang. It makes sense for them to do a Paw Patrol Christmas movie. Because a lot of different crises could happen during Christmas, like disasters. They're all about helping people. Humdinger is just one of those classic villains, those mustache twirling villains, like from the classic 60s cartoons.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of what was Dudley Do-Right's villain? I forget his Dastardly. No, that was somebody else. Dastardly was the Hanna-Barbera character, but you know what I'm talking about? The villain. Okay. That's gonna bug me. But yeah, there's Humdinger. He's got a mustache and he's got his kitties. There's Rebel again. He's got his cute little reindeer outfit on, a cute little sweater. I don't think our dog would wear a sweater like that, or anything like that.
No, he would not allow that. I tried to put boots on him one year. I got one boot on. By the time I got the second boot on his other paw, he had already taken off the first one. Nope. He won't have any part of that.
I like how this is Rebel's story too, because maybe it's just my opinion, but he doesn't get that much attention in the show with some of the other ones. Though, like Chase always gets the attention, and like Marshall, even Sky gets a lot of attention in all the different episodes. But it's cool they gave him like this. This is his own thing. I have more of an affinity for him too. There's the kitties. I like how they're all dressed like the different Paw Patrol characters. So obviously this was our first time watching it. Were you familiar with like Paw Patrol before this at all?
No, not at all.
No, but
I knew of Paw Patrol, but I knew nothing about it.
Yeah, and how'd you feel about this one?
Definitely a must-watch at Christmas.
Yeah, I think this is going to become an annual too. We'll watch
and
this one next year.
And keep in mind, neither one of us have little kids.
No.
My child is 22.
Yeah, and I don't have kids.
Yeah. Mine's a full-grown woman now.
Yep.
And I would still watch Paw Patrol Christmas every year now.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be That's going to be a new tradition for us.
I think so, yeah. I mean, you got cute little animals in sweaters. What more do you want? And hats.
Can you imagine us trying to get any animals to sit still to put any article of clothing on?
I like how they go all out too. They make this so Christmas. Like they even go to the North Pole at one point and help Santa out. Like,
I can't even put a collar on my youngest cat.
And they even got all the lights, and it's so cool. I was blown away by this movie. It's not sad or anything. It's just one of those fun. Not every Christmas movie has to be sad, but
exactly,
it's one of those that brings your joy to your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Christmas isn't
just
supposed
fills
to
you
be
full of happiness.
Christmas isn't supposed to be a time of sadness. It should be happy for everything you have.
Exactly. And that's what this one's all about. It's all about appreciating what you have. It's not about the stuff you didn't get for Christmas. It's about who you're with, and it's about it's more about the spirit of Christmas too. And I like how it has that timeless theme. Like it touches on what the other movies you're talking about.
Yeah.
Back in like the 60s. So that's cool.
Always more important. Who's around the tree, not under it.
Yeah. So I think that covers all the Christmas ones we wanted to talk about. We talked about Santa Claus coming to town, right? Is that on the list here?
I don't think so.
That might have been the one that we're missing. There's 14 listed here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I lied. We have one more to talk about.
Okay, I'm not staying up for that last one. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. It's just important. It's got some of the best songs.
I do apologize. I am on new medication, and it is starting to knock me on my bone. So on that note, enjoy the rest of the show, and I will see you next Saturday.
Wait, do you want me to hold on? I'll bring. Oh, add to stage. Here we go. Still sharing the screen. Good stuff. But yeah, I was looking through here. I'm like, wait, we didn't mention Santa Claus is coming to town, and that was the last one that we watched.
And that you didn't write that on my list.
No, I didn't. That's on me. But I'm glad I noticed before I went off the air, because I included it in the collage and I put a clip of it.
And you didn't talk about it.
No, I didn't even talk about it. No.
Okay.
So yeah.
I will leave the lights if you can shut them off.
Yep. Oh, that's weird. Let's get this off the screen.
Okay,
that's cool. All right.
See if I can get past you.
So this is another one that was based off of Christmas Carol. I really think for these modern ones, they should touch on other Christmas carols. Claus is coming to town. What did you forget?
Pass me my sweater, please.
Oh, sure. Thank you again for joining me, Sabrina.
You're very welcome.
Have a good
night.
night.
Look forward to doing this again next week.
I don't have a year for this one. I'm assuming it's this one. No, it wouldn't be 95. Yeah. Oh, I didn't type that right at all. So Santa Claus is coming to town. Sorry about that, folks. Here I thought I had everything planned out, all proper. Let's just go back to this real quick. Still streaming, right? Yeah, good. Let's go back. All right. So I'll find out when this came out. $1970. So let's try that again because I could not type properly at all. Still can't type. Santa Claus is coming to town. 1970. Okay. I'm just going to click on this one. It says 95, but oh no, that's not the one I want. Huh. Where is it? That's the question. Santa Claus is coming to town. I didn't type it right, but still. 1970. How is it not listed here? Okay, I'll try typing it proper. Santa Claus is. There it is. Oh, there we go. Fine. Yeah, I was going through the list and I just realized we didn't mention Santa Claus coming to town. That's a good one to end on, I think. Great poster, too. This one has some of my favorite songs in it, like One Foot in Front of the Other and that Responsibility song. And I love the structure, the way it just takes bits and pieces from the song lyrics. And you create whole scenes around it. So here's the synopsis. A mailman reveals the origin of Santa Claus. Again, the directors were Jules Bass, Arthur Rankin Jr. The writer was Romeo Muller. This one stars Fred Astaire and Mickey Rooney. And some of these images are just iconic, like that mailman character. Great design. South Park did a pretty good parody with this character. I like the way they did it with Mr. Hanky. You got Santa there, of course. The younger Santa with the beard and everything. There's Hopper. Starts Hopper. Come on, I just want still frames. I think this one is probably some of the most iconic, like songs and imagery. Here we go. Let's start here. Because you got the Burgermeister, and he bans the toys. So Santa has to deliver them in secret. And I love how they just give little bits and pieces about the Santa story that we know and love. And they explain, like, why he goes down the chimney. Why do they wrap the presents? Why do the elves build the toys? There's the Burgermeister, the villain in this one. And I love how they don't outright, like, fight him or do anything like that. He just kind of loses his power over time. It's more of a political fallout for him. Excuse me. And then he meets Mrs. Claus. There's Topper. One of my favorite characters. He's in the collage too for the thumbnail for this video. But yeah, I love how it goes from it explains everything. It explains his name. It explains like the stockings. What else haven't I mentioned? It explains his magic. It explains like the list. Why he checks the list twice. Even like how he sees you when you're sleeping and how he knows when you're awake. It's so cool how they really dive deep into these song lyrics and give like added meanings to them that you might not have thought of beforehand. And it's really cool how everything comes together too. Like they'll say a line from the song and you're like, oh, okay. Like how the baby looks. He's so adorable. The big blue eyes with the red hair contrasting. There's the Burgermeister. Herr Burgermeister, Meister Burger. Paul Frees is him. That's cool. There's the wizard. what I mean. Like when it comes to origin stories, this is like textbook. I love the pacing. I love the structure. It's so cool how they did it and how they visualize a lot of these things too. And all this makes sense. Again, it's that logical storytelling. Like the Burgermeister does one thing, so Santa does something else to counter him. And then it just kind of goes from there. It goes the list. Again, these miniatures and these models, these puppets really do come to life. So yeah, there you go. That's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The thing that stands out the most with this one, I think, is the music. This has some of the best songs. But again, the Burgermeister and the Wizard, none of that stuff was in the original Christmas Carol. And it was all added. And it just makes this big, epic, sprawling story. And especially that one foot in front of the other song. My late husband, he was a diabetic. He was an amputee. And after the operation, he used that song to help him learn how to walk again during his physiotherapy. So it's great that people can use the music and use it in life as inspiration. I'm sure many other people have done that too. This is just a personal anecdote I wanted to share. So that pretty much covers Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We have covered 15 animated shorts. Remove this. I'm back. Oh. So thank you for joining me tonight. In conclusion, sorry, hold on. In conclusion, the beauty of animation is the possibilities are as limitless as imagination itself. Stop motion animation is sadly a dying art form, but it's been kept alive because of Leica Studios. This style, especially in the Rankin Bass specials, has this imperfect, handmade quality where the motions aren't necessarily as fluid, but it gives these animated shorts a certain charm because they feel like a magical toy box is spilt out over the screen and the puppets have come to life. Over time, hand-drawn animation became the more preferred medium. This style of animation has a warmth to it because of how fluid the movements are and how it's textured with simple lines and cross-hash marks. Traditional animation often uses stylized designs, these flowing movements, and painted backgrounds that feel like living illustrations. Oh, excuse me for a second. Okay, I got a runny nose. 'Tis the season, right? It gives you viewers the sensation of watching these Christmas carols come to life in front of them. And because each of these poses that the characters had to move and stand in were all drawn individually, the characters have these exaggerated expressions, and it gives the body language that feels more alive and emotionally rich. People appreciate the effort behind it. I have so much appreciation for animation, and these are just some of the reasons why. And knowing that these artists had to draw thousands of frames really adds meaning and admiration to the craft. So much time and effort goes into that hand-drawn animation style, and even more time and effort goes into the claymation style. And hand-drawn animation ages better than the way the CGI animation does, in my opinion. Because older CGI movies, sorry, my cat distracted me. Older CGI movies kind of look outdated. Some of them don't look as good as the more polished ones do today. But a well-drawn 2D animated movie or animated short film often remains beautiful for decades. I mean, look at some of the other like Disney movies that came out back in like the 60s and the 50s and stuff. You could pause them at any moment, and that picture could be a painting, like that frame that you have it paused on. It's the same with any of these animated shorts too. You could pause on any frame in the hand-drawn ones, and it could be a painting. Even in stuff like the Garfield Christmas special, or the Chipmunks was another one that I mentioned. But yeah, it really holds up to the test of time. But I also understand CGI, like the reason people prefer that, like especially the more modern generation. People love CGI animation because it looks realistic. It creates this immersive worlds that are way bigger than what you could have done with the claymation or with the hand-drawn stuff. We're talking next level here. And it also handles the effects and even like the emotions and the faces a bit better. It can stay more visually consistent, and you can do it in a more efficient time frame. Sorry, my cat's playing with something that she shouldn't have. Okay. Oh, here we are. Cool. So what was it? Oh yeah, more visually consistent. And technology keeps improving over time too. So the more lifelike textures, for the lighting or for like the different material, like the fur on the dogs for Paw Patrol, it's just going to get better over time. And then like 20 years, stuff today is going to look dated. You know what I mean? So that's just it's just the way it is, unfortunately. Whether it's like fur, water, explosions, or cinematic environments like the North Pole and Paw Patrol, CGI can achieve realism that hand-drawn animation and claymation just can't. And the cameras move through these worlds, unlike live action films too, because you can put the camera anywhere that you want when you're doing the different scenes, when you're planning out and framing and doing your compositions. So once a character or an environment is built, it can be reused, posed, and animated without needing to redraw anything or resculpt the clay or move the puppets around. You know what I mean? This helps maintain consistent proportions and smoother movements. Many viewers, especially younger ones, are used to video games and digital content, so CGI feels familiar to them too and more visually exciting. But I strongly urge you, all the kids out there, to watch these claymations and watch the hand-drawn animation, because they have a whole different feel than the new ones do. So I have my gripes with CGI, but I do appreciate some things, and those are some of the reasons why I love animation in general, especially hand-drawn animation. I'm a sucker for that. But it's not Christmas time until I watch these animated Christmas shorts. And like I said, some of these new ones were first watches for me, but I'm going to add them to my list. And next year, I'm going to be watching them for sure. So leave comments below. What's your favorite Christmas animated short? Is there something that I missed that you love to watch? The reason that these are all timeless, in my opinion, is because they're multi-generational. Kids today will show their kids at Christmas specials when they get older, just like we did for this generation that's growing up now. So that concludes tonight's episode. I've been talking for about 2.5 hours now. That's plenty of time. It's getting pretty late here too. So Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. Again, leave comments below. What's your favorite Christmas animated short? Next week, hold on. Sabrina wrote me a little note. Stay tuned for the next Christmas episode where we're going to talk about more modern movies that we think are are Christmas classics like Elf and Noel, stuff like that, the live action movies. Merry Christmas, have a good night, happy holidays, and I'll see you next week. Oh, wrong one. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. Take 2.
I'll see you.
There we go. So, until next time.
I'll see you at the movies.
Have a great day. Did you know that I'm a film critic for HorrorBuzz.com? You can read my reviews on their website, and I make frequent appearances on their YouTube channel, HorrorBuzz Live. So I'll leave links below for that too. Good night. Merry Christmas.